Hey.
Kirk Cousins has led the Vikings to a 6-2 record to start the season and has his highest passer rating through 8 weeks in his career. According to an anonymous scout, though, Cousins might be fool's gold. The scout said, quote, "Don't be fooled by the mirage. This is a case of complete commitment to the run. The guy is making big plays, half rolling with complete protection and having guys run through the secondary wide open, waving their hands, and he still overthrows it some of the time." Who is this guy? I'm calling for his name. Shannon, do you agree?
I do. Skip, you know, Joe Flacco had his best year when who was the offensive coordinator? Gary Kubiak. Gary Kubiak said, we're going to run the football. We're going to let Joe play action off of it. And he had Anquan Bolden making plays, Torrey Holt making plays.
That's true.
Torrey Smith, excuse me, Torrey Smith making plays.
Mostly Anquan Bolden.
Anquan Bolden. And they had, you know, Jacoby Jones were making big plays in the passing game, Skip. And that's what they're doing. Dalvin Cook leads the league in rushing.
Yeah.
Kirk always possessed the ability to throw the football. Where he got in trouble when he had no resemblance of a run game, and they knew he had to throw the football. That's when he ran into problems. But when you can run, when he's like, okay, they got to have 8 guys up here because Dalvin Cook is gashing folks. Now, he got 2 damn good receivers, Skip. Stephon Diggs, I don't think people realize just how good. They might be the best pair of receivers in all of football. Now, there might be better, you know, Julio's obviously, I take Julio over both of those. But you pair them together, it's hard to say they're 2 better. Now, obviously, Mike Evans and Godwin can make a case. But these 2 down there in Minnesota are very good.
Amari and Gallup make a case. Go ahead.
No, they cannot make no case. You're trying to make a case for
quite the same.
But, Skip, I do agree. I do agree that the running game has enhanced what Kirk Cousins really does. He's an accurate passer. But when you're throwing the football, Skip, and I know this offense very, very well, you have roll and you got guys running scot-free because they weren't worried about the running game, and this is what you're seeing. Let them shut down that running game like Chicago did. And you saw what they were saying. What was Adam Thielen? Stephon Diggs said, I want up out of here.
He did. Apologies to Jenny Taft. Fool's gold mirage. Underconfident. Underconfident overachiever. Yeah.
Still?
I've always called him, and he's still the same guy. He just has the leading rusher in who's really, he is beasting. He is really running hot and hard.
And Stephon Diggs might be a top 5 receiver as far as yardage now in the NFL.
And Thielen, as a possession receiver, he's up there.
Yeah.
Love him.
So, again, they're 6-2, and they did it by camouflaging his flaws.
Yes.
He's not bad. He's just not great. And now you're in a situation you're going to Arrowhead, and I don't know if Patrick Mahomes is going to play because he was limited in practice. But even if it's Matt Moore, I'll still take the home team in that game.
You would take him?
The Chiefs. I would take it
really
against Kirk Cousins. I think at some point he's going to get exposed. And the Chiefs' defense started flying the last time.
Right. Well, you got to be able to stop the run.
Yeah.
You got to, and the linebacker, Skip, that they ended up releasing in Philly is that he didn't lie. You want the ball in Cousins' hand.
Yep.
Right. As many times you possibly can. Because if you let them run that football, and all of a sudden he's going to put that ball in his belly, of Dalvin Cook's belly, and he's going to pull it out, and Stephon Diggs and Thielen will be running scot-free.
Yep.
And if you can limit that, if you can say, you know what, nah, we want you to have the ball all the time, Kirk. We don't want Dalvin Cook to have it none of the time. You'll see what happens, Jenny. I'm sorry. I wish
seriously, both of you guys? This is tough.
They have worked wonders with Kirk Cousins so far. But I just don't think it will last.
Okay. The Cowboys dominated that game, winning 37-10. Now, coming off their bye week, the Cowboys will face the Giants on Monday night. But last season, Dallas also had a Monday night game after their bye, and it resulted in a 14-point loss to the Titans. Zeke said the Cowboys just need to pick up where they left off, and he expects the Giants to come out, quote, juiced on Monday night. So, Shannon, how concerned should the Cowboys be about being off for so long after their best game of the year?
They shouldn't be concerned at all. I mean, the bye weeks are a good thing. Gives you an opportunity to get guys rested up, healed up. Gives you an opportunity to refocus and realize, okay, the first half that maybe didn't go quite as well as we like, but we get an opportunity to do something about it in the second half. So I've always liked the bye week. And I like for it to come later, kind of like where it is right now, like smack dab in the middle of the season. Sometimes, Skip, you get by week 2, week 3. I'm like, damn, we just started, and then you got a long grind of 13, 14 weeks before you get another bye, and that's if you get the first round bye. So I don't really think it should be a problem. The Giants have lost 4 straight games, Skip. If you're worried about rust coming off the last game you played and having a bye week, well, you got bigger issues than the Giants. So it should not be a problem. They should handle the Giants.
I sure hope you're right, because I am very concerned about this, because to me, it feels like that big win over the Eagles happened last year. Seriously, it's feeling like it happened last year. And it also might feel to my team like that resounding win over the Eagles was the apex, the pinnacle of the season. We did that. We showed you what we can do after 3 straight losses, and then we went on vacation. And how do we do that? What was that feeling we had? I'm afraid it could slowly slip away. And I agree with you. Bye weeks are golden, man. You love them, and you especially love them at midseason.
And you know, they did something, Skip. They only got Thursday through Friday. They got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. That's the way Mike did it with us. Some teams get the whole week. And we were in Baltimore, Skip. We were going from Mike Shannon. We got Monday to Monday. Brian Billick says, okay, guys, I'll see you Monday.
Really?
We practiced Thursday, and then Mike would always like, Jason, if you make this field goal, you guys can go a little early. He missed. He's like, okay, I'm going to give you another chance. But I was already at the door. Make a miss. I think I was going to be ready to go. But, Skip, it just goes to show you that Jerry, because this is Jerry, this is not Jason Garrett. Jerry's like, we're gonna stay out here a little, we're going to practice Tuesday and Wednesday. I'm going to give you guys Thursday through Monday off. Thursday through Sunday off.
Yeah.
So it just goes to show you where their mind is, Skip, because a lot of teams do take the entire week off.
And it was a relatively good sign. Jason Garrett, a couple of days ago, sent 2 players home from practice for being late to a meeting. 2 defensive tackles.
What do we make of that,
Tristan Woods, Tristan Hill. Just
home. With that Tristan Hill, Skip.
Trying to send a Jimmy Johnson memorial message to his football team. I'm in charge here. We're taking this seriously. We got to get back on track.
Well, I was reading one of them fell asleep. Isaiah, they brought in Isaiah Thomas, Big Isaiah, the Hall of Famer, the great Detroit Piston, and he was giving a speech.
Yeah.
And so
like the Lakers have Genius Day or whatever they call it.
Right.
He fell asleep?
Hold up.
How
Lakers have what day? What kind of day?
Genius, they call
And
it.
they ain't even, hold on. And they ain't invite your boy to speak yet?
That's a good question.
Wait a second.
They ain't invite your boy to speak yet?
I don't know.
Who was the
How
last
do you feel about that?
What's the magician's name? David Blaine, I think.
Blaine.
Oh, yeah. They do a lot of fun
Genius.
stuff.
I'm going, hey, your boy's getting lined up on TED Talk.
Really?
Oh, no, yeah, what about
are?
TED? Yeah, for sure.
What are you going to talk about?
Okay. Well, you should be able to pull that straight.
Yeah, I mean,
No, but Skip, look,
Just
Can't
text
wait.
LeBron and say, how about me?
there you go, Skip. See, look, man, I don't be bothered that, man. That man got bigger fish. He got bigger fish to fry. He got something on the plate. He got something brewing.
Okay.
But, Skip, if the Giants and a rookie quarterback, and I get it, it's a division rival. They're going to come out fired up. They're going to come out emotional. And I know Sherman is telling the guys they think they're going to come in here and walk all over us. They think they're going to see the exact same team they saw over the night. They will, with the exception of the quarterback. But they're not playing very well. Now, you bottle up Saquon. That's going to be a tall order because, Saquon get loose on you.
Listen, Golden Tate's got loose on us several times on different teams, such as the Detroit Lions.
Yep.
So here's my fear is that after 3 straight losses, and you said, aha, they've been exposed, then they exposed you by on that Sunday night saying, watch this.
Little temporary setback.
Tour de force.
Yeah.
This is who we can be. We have all of our weapons on full display for the nation to watch. And I think most people sat back and said, boy, that team could be really good.
Jack Rabbit need to rebound.
Yeah.
Because what Jack Rabbit did over the night, it wasn't good.
So the problem with the bye week is, as good as it is for you physically, it's not great for my team mentally right now because you needed to carry that momentum in just a week later into the Giants game.
But you get Lyle Collins another week healthier. You get Ty Smith another week healthier.
Can they remember that feeling of how, how urgent they were for the Eagles game? Because that was do or die. That's how it felt. It wasn't going to end the season, but it felt like psychologically it would have ended the season if they had lost that game.
I can't wait to
And
know.
instead, they sent your team packing, right?
I can't wait. I can't wait till we see y'all again.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Well, it's going to be in Philadelphia where we enjoy playing.
No,
My
you don't.
quarterback plays great there.
Skip, you won last year.
Okay.
And you still touting that. We beat the brakes off you the year before.
So speaking of last year, what happened in the same sequence last year, as you point out, at Washington, they go, and my quarterback has a valiant effort to bring them back near dead, and he's got them with us. He set up a 47-yard field goal to send it to overtime against the arch-rival Redskins, and the ref calls a false start, quote-unquote, on the long snapper for jiggling the football.
Yep.
And it was bogus, and so 47 becomes 52, and Brett Maher hits the left upright. And so they have that negative feeling, and it has to linger through 2 weeks and another day until they play Tennessee on Monday night at Jerry World, and it simply became the most humiliating, embarrassing, disgusting loss that I can remember in Cowboy history under the circumstances.
How you do that with the best quarterback in the NFL? The guy that leading the league in QBR. How you lose a game like that?
Amari Cooper had just gotten there, and they hadn't quite figured it out. But the next week, they went to Philadelphia, and boom, it started.
And Aaron Rodgers has been doing this without Devontae.
I know. He's found a way.
Well, all I know is it is a division rival, so maybe they can kick it back into gear and be healthy and happy, and here we go.
Saquon going to get about 150.
It's a long time. It feels like a long time. We got to move on to Kirk Cousins, and I don't like this next one. Is he fooled?
Damn game. You gotta put in your bias. As you are, because you picked the Nationals after Jessica Mendoza. Sat here and convinced you.
Talking about you right now.
There we go. I got it. But what I'm saying to you is this: if you have a 2-1 lead and you're keep this into consideration. We're talking about starting pitchers who show up and pitch 6 to 7 innings. We just witnessed Greinke, who's the third starter, go 6 1/3 full innings, okay, and hold them to 1 hit ball. Why is it wrong for me to then say, okay, Cole is better, and he only got 2.5 innings that he would have to pitch? Why couldn't he shut down and hold him to a 2-1 lead? You watched Madison Postgarden years ago against Kansas City on 3 days rest, if I remember correctly. Pick the complete game. Don't tell me that it's far beyond the realm of comprehension. As much as I love Soto, and as much as I respect Hendricks and all of these boys, and Rendon, I can't forget him. Don't tell me that it is beyond the realm of comprehension on your own turf for a game 7 for the best pitcher who's probably going to win the Cy Young to hold you scoreless for 2 and 2/3 innings. Come on. I'm taking that bet.
Cole would have pitched well. He's been pitching well like since I can't even remember the last time he gave up a real run. Right. So he had a good shot at it. He would have the Astros chances. That's still a long way from saying he would have gotten 11 out and not given up a run for 1 game. We agree that. Here's what I was saying earlier about that. I think he stood in front of him and run that he didn't understand. The highlight moment is not when you're up a couple runs in the 9th inning with no one on base, right? I don't know what he was saying Cole. The highlight moment is that the other team is feeling themselves. They're coming back on you. It's a 1-run game. Right. It's late. It's the 7th.